Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Megahouse Machine Build 02 Bike Robo. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Hi everybody, you guys know it's Friday, so today we're going to be heading over to the smaller review area in front of my toy shelves, and we're going to be taking a look at this. This is somewhat of a hybrid, like, model kit slash action figure, which I haven't really messed around with a lot before, but I definitely wanted one of these in my collection because when I was a kid in the 80s, I also played with GoBots, you know, not just Transformers. And so I loved Psykill. He was one of my favorite GoBots that I had when I was a kid. And so I needed some representation of the GoBots line on my 80s shelf. So let's get over there, let's get him cracked open, let's see how much we got to build, and let's see how he turns out. All right, taking a closer look at the front of the package here, you can see the Machine Build 02 Machine Robo series, some writing on the side, some images on the sides as well. We have robot on the front and motorcycle build on the back, so let's get him opened up. Okay, so yeah, so we've got a mostly built bot. And then we've got some parts and pieces that we are going to need to, looks like we're going to need to cut out of their little sprue trees. Okay, so more of the robot is built than I thought. But we do have quite a bit of little trees here. So let's get all this opened up out of the package. We're going to put down our trusty work mat, some little sprue tree clippers here, and we're going to take a look at the instructions here. It shows us how to put everything together, and then here is the robot himself. He is mostly built, he is mostly put together, and all these parts and pieces are pretty cool. I love the bright colors and the silver on this guy. He looks great. We've got all these little parts that we're going to need to cut out and put on, so let's take a look at that here. But yeah, this is a pretty well-built little robot. I think it stands probably around 5.5 inches tall. Here we have a sprue tree that has the hands on it. Looks like the exhaust pipes. And then here we have the tires. Now, these are not rubber wheels. They do feel like plastic. But boy, I tell you what, they spin so nice and clean that I love that. That looks awesome. We've got some little bright yellow bits. I think those are probably for his chest. We have this black thing that looks like it might go on the back of his head. And then what else do we have here? Oh, we have the engine block. That's all in one piece, it looks like, with a little peg here. We're going to see what that's for. And then we've got some parts. I'm not sure what these are. And then we have some of his, looks like maybe some leg parts. So let's start clipping this guy out and let's get it assembled. Now, it most certainly matters how you put these little yellow bits in on the chest. The round parts go on the bottom left and right sides, so just be sure that you're putting them in correctly when assembling. And there we have it all put together. This guy is looking pretty sweet. The arms can go up as part of the transformation. You can rotate the arms all the way around. The head moves left and right. This little piece here, it kind of hinders it just a little bit, but not a lot. He does rotate at the waist and also comes apart at the waist, but I'm not sure why. That's not part of the transformation at all. We have an upper bicep swivel. We have a hinge at the elbow, just single joint, but it gets pretty nice. We have a hinge here, or just a swivel on the hands. Legs can go forward and out and back that far. The knees bend that far, but that's part of the transformation. And the feet are on a single hinge, and we do have a rotation there at the knee. So let's see what we have to do to get this guy in robot form, or Psykill bot form, robot form. We're going to take his backpack off. We are going to rotate the arms up, pop the wheels off the shoulders, and we're going to slide these little shoulder joints. Kind of want to align the elbows so they don't bend at an awkward angle when in bike form. But we're going to put the hands together over the wheel. We're going to push the shoulders in, and that fits nicely, and then we can adjust that as we need it and rotate the handlebars up and just kind of push everything where it needs to be. Then we're going to take the engine block, and we're going to fold up that little peg there, and then we're going to take these two little clips, and they're going to plug in on the other sides of the yellow pieces, and it fits in very nice and snug. Got some little clips there for the knees to rest into, but before we do that, we're going to fold the feet up. We're going to put the tire on between the legs, and there we have it. We're going to push everything together. Sorry, I'm a little off camera. And there you have his bike form, and he looks so nice. This is a great representation of the old Cycle GoBot. Now, if you're wondering about size comparisons, let's get him in here next to some older bots. Here's an original Astro Train. Here is a Super 7 Reaction Soundwave, and then here is a more modern version of Soundwave from Hasbro, and so there's the size variation as far as your bots go. Let's get an Astro Train back in there, and there you have it. That's how he stacks up with other bots his size. I gotta tell you, I've wanted a little Cycle GoBot in my collection for a while. I definitely need it for my 80s shelf. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on this company to see if they make other vehicles or other characters that I liked from GoBots. I remember having a silver jet that might have been called Leader 1, I think. Oh, he almost fell over there. And then there was a car. It was a larger car that had a windshield, the whole hood of the top of the car with the windshield and the cockpit or whatever was the head. It was red and blue and silver. I think that was a GoBot. Maybe it was a larger one. Maybe it was a deluxe version. So maybe if they put him out, I wouldn't mind having that. But yeah, I mean, this was a fun little build. I didn't have to do any cleanup on the parts. I just clipped them out and they came off nice and clean, which is nice. I love the silver, the bright blue and yellow and red. It looks great. Oh, this guy's wobbly. But man, he is awesome, and I really dig him. And he is, I just had to have a GoBot on my 80s shelf. And don't be intimidated by the build. I mean, this is something that anybody can do. You don't have to have special clippers or anything. You literally could just wiggle these off or maybe cut them off with a pair of scissors, and it would work perfectly. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this video. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.